It is day 9. Breakfast is a chocolate cherry smoothie, and I have to say, this is awesome. This is actually more than you're supposed to make. I added extra cherries and some water. I don't often modify the recipes, but I thought it would be okay to have a little extra fruit. I really, really like this smoothie. If you don't like the taste of kale, this one might be a little bit difficult on you, but actually, I have to tell you a little story. All right, a long time ago, about 10 years ago, I grew my own wheatgrass because I heard it was this like miracle thing, and this is when I really started to get health. I was starting to get into health. Grew my own wheatgrass, and I chopped it and I juiced it and I had a glass of it. They say the first time that you have something like this that you should only have a little bit at a time because it's so full of antioxidants. This is the same thing that we say with matcha green tea and stuff too. But I had a full, glass of it, probably 2 ounces or something at a time. And I got so nauseous for hours after that. Like I didn't mind the taste of the wheatgrass. The wheatgrass was fine. It's actually kind of sweet. I liked it, but I got so nauseous from it. And the end result of that was that I couldn't go past a freshly cut lawn for the next like 8 or 9 years without feeling nauseous, which is a true story. So then when I started to do this Fuhrman stuff, it was very difficult for me to use smoothies that had a bunch of really pungent greens in them because I would get so nauseous. I would hate, that was just the smell that triggered that emotion from the past. And so, but what I did was I would start off real slow with spinach, and I would have spinach because spinach didn't have any smell or taste or anything, so that was fine. But then after about a year, I was getting the kidney stone, so I had to cut out spinach myself. Not that you need to, but just that somebody who forms kidney stone should be careful with spinach. But only 1 in 10 people do, by the way, so you probably don't. And so I started to cut out spinach and replace it with kale, and I did it a little bit at a time. And that is how I got past that feeling of nausea and that hating the taste of kale. Now I really, really like the taste of kale, especially in smoothies. If I can taste a little hint of it with the rest of the stuff, I just love it. So that's something that just to keep in mind. If you don't like a certain ingredient, especially like me with bananas too, I don't like bananas, but over the years I've acclimated myself to the taste of it in smoothies and stuff, so it's not the worst thing ever. I can even eat banana ice cream with some other fruit in it and not die, so stick to it if there's an ingredient that you don't like. I do, however, know I will never like cilantro, so there's that. I've tried so many times. Anyways, okay, good breakfast. I don't think it's going to last very long in my belly. It's only 8:40 right now. I was really hungry when I woke up, probably because of the climbing yesterday. But we'll see how I get through it. Bye. Okay, lunch day 9. It's really weird. I kind of almost don't even want to show you. Actually, I'm using the lunch from day 8 because it was something that looked really interesting and I wanted to try it. The day 9 one is just a salad stuffed pita, so I thought I might as well just skip that one and try this one instead because I know what that salad stuffed pita is going to taste like. So this is called a micro chopped salad, and basically what that is you take all the ingredients of a salad, which is basically carrots, onion, celery, a bunch of different things, and all the lettuce and everything, you just put it in a food processor. And they said to use the S-blade, which I don't think that's the right call. I think maybe you should use the grater thing instead. I'm not really sure. But when you use the S-blade, it completely chops it up like it's gazpacho, actually, which is just weird to have it be mostly green. So that's why because there's like a lot of water that comes out of it because you blend the tomatoes as well. So it's just strange because it's kind of like a cold soup. Then you put some avocado in it. So I have to say it tastes good, and it's going to make it a lot easier to chew because it's basically pre-chewed for you. But it looks weird. Ready? See, it's kind of like a soup, like a sloppy salad soup. I have to say, I'm not bothered by it because I really like gazpacho, and because I also understand the importance of blending your greens first, and I added some arugula to mine too because I wanted some cruciferous stuff in there, but having this sort of pre-chewed for you is actually really good because it's going to break it down a lot more than you probably would if you were to just chew the whole thing yourself. And it's a lot of ingredients. It's a lot of salad, tons of fiber. So I don't know if I would actually be able to eat the whole thing. I'll see. But I don't think I would be able to eat the whole thing if it was just not processed. So We'll see. Weird stuff, but very interesting concept. Okay, that's a salad I could do without. I don't think I'll be doing that one again. It's not bad. I mean, in the bites that were the best were the ones that had avocado in it. I didn't eat the whole thing. I ate a lot of it though, but it's just not, doesn't spark anything in me. I'm not super excited, so not impressed. Maybe you like it better. However, it did fill me up a lot, and I'm having grapes for dessert. It is day 9, 3 o'clock p.m., and I am craving like crazy. Not really necessarily terrible stuff. I just want to go to a vegan restaurant, and I want to have a huge veggie burger with like wheat buns and like maybe some fake cheese on it. Like I want a nice big bean burger with like veggies on it, and I want like French fries on the side. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Okay, dinner time on day 9. I totally don't feel like cooking. I just didn't want to do it, and then I was thinking I have so many leftovers in the fridge, I'm just gonna eat them. So I had a tiny bit of the kale casserole from like last weekend left over, so I scarfed that first. I've been eating some of the green beans that I had in the fridge left over, and I'm just warming up this, I mixed up the black bean and kale thing plus the leftover breakfast I had from yesterday, and I'm also warming up some of my soup. I'm pretty sure I won't be able to eat all this, but we'll see what happens. I really just, from that craving I had earlier, I just want to have a full belly, you know? I want to feel like I've got a lot of food. I bet you anything, just like the last time this happened, last 40 times this happened, that I'll get through some of this meal and then be like, oh, I've had enough. I'm still craving some sweetness, so maybe I'll do some kind of fruit after too. Hello. It is day 10 today, so I'm going to do my recap for day 9. I'm out doing my walk. I'm a little late today, which wasn't a good idea because it's so hot, so I'm making my walk a little shorter today. Day 9 was interesting. It was the day after climbing, and of course those days I tend to be hungry because of the activity I did before. So I'm kind of learning something about myself, trying to do this challenge and trying to do these really heavy activities at the same time. I don't think it works for me. It makes my next day very cravey, and that's been my issue. So yesterday was like insane. I just was like hungry a lot, but then when I would eat, the cravings just wouldn't go away. I couldn't stop them. So everything was fine during the day, except then at dinner I did the mix of leftovers again, and that wasn't a good thing for me because after I had this insane craving, and I ended up I sort of fell off a bit, sort of. I mean, it was nutritarian food technically, but I made banana ice cream with cherries, but then peanut butter and like regular peanut butter, which is kind of the way I always make ice cream when I'm just, you know, not on a challenge or something. So that's technically how I fell off. I also had to use, I mean, I suppose I didn't have to, but I used this chocolate almond milk that I had in the fridge that has some sugar in it, so technically that's kind of off. But I have to say, and I ate a lot, like I had a whole bowl of it. I just was like, you know what, I'm done. Like I have to have something different. And I've really been craving more fruits lately, and so but I've been resisting because I wanted to really stay on the particular idea of the plan, which is no snacking. So it sort of made it a little difficult for me, and it's been very difficult for me. Just every time I come into my kitchen, I see all this beautiful fruit, and I'm like, I can't have that till after my next meal. And then after my next meal, I either have some, or, you know, it's never the time when I actually really want it. So it's been a little frustrating for me. So I just went ahead and had the ice cream. Actually, when I was done with it, I was so happy I had it. I was so glad. I didn't really feel bad about it. And I'm definitely, like this whole weighing myself every day thing, I don't usually do that. Usually I'll do it for a while, and then I know if I've gone off or something, I'll wait a couple days or whatever. So that's what I'm going to do, is just take it easy on myself a little bit. I don't know if any of this has to do with hormones or what, but just, you know, trying to take it easy on myself. And I think that's important to think about when you're doing these things. Today I really had to give myself sort of a pep talk in the morning, like, stop being so hard on yourself about this stuff, you know. And I just like looked at myself and tried to appreciate everything I've done so far. And you know, the progress that I've made so far. Like I looked at, if I was going to be looking at my weight in the 122, 123 range, this is still a weight I haven't seen in over a year or two. So I try to just be happy with that and stop beating myself up for having some fruit-based ice cream yesterday with a little bit of peanut butter and sugar in it. So yeah, I feel like such a dummy for being so hard on myself, but I know we all do this, and I guess it's good to talk about. So that's kind of how that was. But I'm glad I did it. Like, it felt great. I didn't feel hungry. I satisfied those cravings, and we'll see how the next few days go with the new recipes or whatever. But I'm on day 10, so I'm almost halfway done. After the end of today, I'll be halfway done, which is awesome. So stay tuned. Thanks so much. And of course, like this video, comment, subscribe on YouTube. Also, check me out on Snapchat where I do some live stuff too. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.